People to blame for everything in the American media.
The media are determined to
most Americans who are in the media don't know anything about
in the Western media.
They tell us who we are and who we should be.
New York Times. Published by the Washington Post.
Newspapers.
Online, in print, and on television.
TV stations.
Journalism.
The internet. Online giants as Google, Yahoo. From internet companies like Google and Facebook.
Media Week.
Media.
American media. Media.
The American media.
How is the story being portrayed by the various media there?
Of every sort and stripe, and the part of that was cable news. When I first started, both MSNBC and Fox News were about 2 months.
Hi, my name's Polly Osmond, and I'm here at the Victoria's Secret Beauty Lab with Angel Lily Aldridge. We're going to show you how to get a fantastic new look with the VS Fall Collection. This collection is all about the eyes. VS have just launched a new collection of dimensional shimmer eyeshadows. I'm going to be using Dark Side, this gorgeous chocolate brown eyeshadow on Lily today. And we're using the VS Pro brushes. I'm going to use a tissue just underneath the eye to prevent anything from dropping from the top. So if we just put the tissue there, and then I'm just going to dab the eyeshadow on.
Have you ever heard about lookism?
Of course, I want to be pretty as much as possible. It helps everything I do, like the attractive appearance makes it easier for me to get whatever I want.
Society has always valued beauty. In literature, attractiveness often symbolizes an admirable protagonist, while ugliness indicates the repulsive antagonist. I did a random survey. I asked people who looks like an antagonist when they only see the image of guys to know how people judge someone only by an appearance.
I think he's a bad guy because he looks so.
I think he's a bad guy because he just looks like a little bit, has some bad ideas coming to his mind, but like this guy, he's really handsome.
Okay, so I think that the antagonist is the other guy because he has a really scrunched up face and he looks kind of mean and like a little old. And the other kid looks really innocent, like he's just very pure and young looking, so I would definitely say the antagonist is the second person.
So I would say the most common response and also the most instinctual response would be that this guy would look like the antagonist, just because in our view, the whole kind of light and dark, good and evil, this guy seems, all innocent, kind of cute, whereas this guy has his facial expression, the way he's dressed, and the entire expression is just, kind of like the antagonist.
I choose the fatter of the two men because this man is quite handsome, and obviously the man who is less handsome is less good.
As industry develops, people can contact with many kinds of media quicker and easier. These can be accessed from any machine like smartphones, laptops, and iPads anytime, anywhere. Those things make our life more convenient. However, we should pay attention when we contact with media, because the more people connect to the media, the more influence media has on people. Many TV programs show us only those who have pretty faces and good body shapes. However, we rarely see those who are fat and not so attractive except comedians in TV shows. It indicates that ordinary people should have pretty faces and good body shapes unless they make money without ideal looks. There are several TV programs focused on the makeover the appearance of people.
Years of clinging to a holy wardrobe.
There is the possibility of escape boob here.
29-year-old Becca is finally understanding that looking more professional will benefit her future.
Some of them show people who have poor fashion sense and make over them as totally new style.
Hi. I've been through so much, and I'm only
The other
27
kind
years
of
old.
makeover
I got
program
married
shows people who got
to
hurt
my
by
high
their
school
appearance
sweetheart.
get plastic
that
surgery.
relationship ended really bad. If I could do anything that I want, I would fix my ears. I can't say I look at myself and think, wow, what a gorgeous woman. No.
She'll receive cheek implants, a chin implant, nose job, fat transfer to the face, mole removal, ear surgery, and a brow lift.
Also, there are some programs that show the procedure people lose their weight. At the same time, all these kinds of programs show how their lives get better after they get more attractive appearance. The audiences can get the idea that prettier people are worthier. In fact, the audiences get this idea every day with different TV programs, and they start to believe that beauty is more important than character. This bad effect makes media users assess other people by their appearance.
I do not judge someone just by their appearance, but it's true that people trust more those who are better looking. No one can deny that.
So I'm around the corner, right? And there's this dude there. So I'm like, BAM! And around another corner. And there's another dude. So I'm like, BAM! And then his friend comes. So I'm like, BAM! And then I'm in the next room, right? And there's 3 more dudes. So I'm like, BAM! 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 Dude, what's up? You look all frumpy.
Do you ever get the feeling this is all sort of, you know, stupid?
What? Stupid? What's stupid? I don't...
Well, I mean, you know, just all of the violence. It's just really excessive and gratuitous and... I mean, like, where's it all coming from?
Where's it all coming from? Let me show you where it's coming from. So you got the dog was trying to kill you, so you gotta kill the dog, or the dogs can kill you, so you gotta kill them first.
Why do they want to kill me?
Because they're skeletons, and they're dogs, and they're evil, and they want to kill you. That's...
Right, no, I got that part, because they're clearly trying to kill me right now, but why are they trying to kill me? Why are they evil?
Because they're evil. They're skeleton dogs. Why would they not be?
You're just restating what they are. I mean,
what they are is evil. It's like they're the dark side of the Force. Punch that guy.
No, I'm not gonna punch that guy.
Punch that guy.
No, this is a sneaking mission.
Punch that guy.
No, tactical espionage action. What part of espionage don't you get?
Punch that guy.
No, come on. No, you got me spotted. The fuck?
Punch the guy. Punch.
Dude, you're gonna get killed. I'm calling in reinforcements.
I'm punching the guy, Steven. This is how you video game.
You're not even anywhere near him.
See what I mean?
You just killed Snake.
I punched the guy, Steven.
What the?
Let's see, there's snakes
On a plane.
Right, they're on a plane and there's snakes and there's a whole bunch of snakes on the plane.
Fuck?
They're the
What is go?
There's snakes on there's snakes.
No, but why?
Because the terrorists put the snakes on the plane to get the dude and he's the guy and the snakes they're in the liquor and they're biting this dude and you don't like this dude so you want to see him die so it's cool that he's getting bitten by snakes. And there's a snake in this liquor too.
That shouldn't have been there.
It's a snake. They're like tiny. They crawl in, like they slither on stuff. And
that was a seal.
They bite people, and there's the one, and she gets the snake crawls up her dress.
There's like no point to this.
Then she gets bit in the.
What the fuck? What am I watching here?
This movie is fucking stupid. Okay. See, you shot a man in the head.
But to what end?
There was a man, and you shot him in the head. There's evil aliens, and they're trying to take over the world.
Right.
And you shoot men in the head.
Why am I shooting the men in the head? Why don't I shoot the aliens?
Because the men are they're working for the aliens, so you shoot them in the head.
Why are they working for the aliens? I mean, if they decided to work for the aliens,
there's like a brainwashing facility or something, and so they're either brainwashed alien minions and they're mutants or something, and you shoot them in the head.
Why don't I get brainwashed? Why do they brainwash me?
Because you shot them in the head first. You gotta shoot before they shoot you, Steven. Preemptive fucking strike.
Now here, we have something different.
Not a game.
We have this game where, you know, it's me and my scientist buddy. We're trying to give this man a happy ending to his life. You know, he's dying.
Not a game.
And so, you know, we're having fun and we're having adventures. We're going on an emotional journey. I'm being moved to tears.
Not a game.
To tears.
Not a game.
By what's going on and the stuff.
Not a game.
Dude.
Not a game.
Dude.
Not a game. Not a game.
Why? How is it not a game?
Not a game.
No, because it's a game.
Not a game.
Dude.
Not a game.
I feel like it's best to not even think about stereotypes when you're writing. Don't worry about how these are supposed to play out in media. Don't worry about cliches. Don't worry about how this type of character is supposed to act. Just write likable, relatable characters. I mean, and the audience will enjoy it. The audience will say, hey, that's something new. That's something I've never seen before.
Travel to the countries, we see that the people are not the way they are portrayed on TV or the way they're portrayed in the newspapers. The government officials are usually not as bad as the media wants us to see. Because remember that the American media, or all media, is based on sensationalism and selling their product.
Why do TV shows,
magazines, movies,
websites, commercials portray me as a person I am not?
Do you realize?
It's true of the Middle East. Whenever we see the media about the Middle East, it's how bad everything is. There's so much good there, but good does not sell the newspaper.
Actions of Iran have shocked the civilized world.
Let's go!
Shred everything! Our embassy has been seized and more than 60 American citizens continue to be held as hostages.
If we're going to go, then we need to go now.
9/11. It was basically describing the Arabs, our people who live in the desert and ride camels, ride horses and stuff like that. Stereotypical, still kind of funny, but not true. Post 9/11 was like every Arab is like speaking gibberish, and then we don't sound like that at all, and just like everyone's trying to bomb everything.
To attack the embassies of the U.S. and its allies.
The FBI is investigating several Muslim men and possible terrorist training in the Washington, D.C. area.
Bred here in America, Muslim extremist terrorist.
He doesn't have a right to be in his country.
What? But that has nothing to do with the fact that he was a drunk.
He should have been deported.
Arabs and Muslims as extremists and terrorists. The question with all of this is whether these images of a mean world have contributed to a sense of anxiety and fear that is overwhelming our ability to think clearly and rationally.
There was a time when India was pretty remote, and the main issue that people were looking at was religions and philosophies and snake charmers and all. That's no longer true. I mean, people recognize the Indian economy as a big one. Many films on India. The last big one was, I suppose, Bombay Slumdog Millionaire.
On an American $100 bill, there is a portrait of which American statesman?
Behind every answer,
Benjamin Franklin.
You're absolutely right, is another unforgettable story.
Professors, doctors, lawyers never get beyond 16,000 rupees. He's worth 10 million.
Beyond anything you would believe.
What a player! Get them!
Remember, if you answer wrong, you lose everything. Just like this.
It showed a lot of suppression of the poor. There is a lot of suppression of the poor. It showed some people trying to make their way out. Some people are trying to make their way out. It showed people with aspirations, some of which would be realized, some not. That's true.
This country was set up 200 years ago in order to make sure that the citizenry had the truth.
The media that I see on TV with overseas, international countries, not a good place anybody wants to live in.
The only thing people see me as is genius.
Mission San Jose, one of the very best public schools. It's also overwhelmingly Asian.
Lucy Liu? Annie Liu?
Q says Asian American students consistently outperform their white classmates on standardized tests, and not just here.
Like the first category, they are like basically like whitewashed Asian. They can't speak their country language, I guess, and they're basically Asian outside but white inside. And the other one is like super Asian. They just came from their country. They can't speak English. They're like categorized as the fob, the fresh off the boat.
Mother, stop! You cannot talk to Max like that. She's a good girl and a friend. What? Okay, yes, you caught me. I smoke weed. Yes, I'm living the fast life in New York City just as you feared. What?
Asians are bad drivers. Asians are racist. Ever been to a library on campus? It's just a bunch of Asian people.
Asians are good with technology and gadgets.
Asians are so loud, speaking their ridiculous languages and stuff. Asians are loud and we're quiet.
Asians are nerdy. All Asians know some type of martial arts.
Asians have slanty eyes.
Listen, you guys, stereotypes are never gonna end until a few hundred years from now when we're all just mixed into some color of yellowish, brownish, beige. The important thing to remember is whether stereotypes seem more true than not or more not true than true, you don't have to let them control you. Stereotypes have no power unless you give them power.
The thing with stereotypes is that they always take something true and they emphasize it and make it bigger. So, of course, I think, for instance, in France you're able to like make out in public. There's not a problem. Here it is. In America you're allowed to have an argument and like kill in public, but you're not allowed to express love in public. So that's funny. So yes, as I was saying, there's always a part of truth, but since it's emphasized, it's like it tends to be not that true anymore.
I feel like something's getting lost in the translation here. So let me be clear. It's over between us.
Why?
Why? Because you're married.
Again, I know that. Well, why?
What do you mean, why? Why? Because you are married. Vous et mari.
How often do you use media?
I use media all the time because smartphones is always in my hand. It's portable, so I can carry it everywhere. And if there's internet or Wi-Fi, I'm on my phone all the time. And at home, I use my laptop and watch movies, TV dramas. I play games also. So I guess I use it all the time. I constantly exposed to media content, I guess.
Have you ever thought there is any like stereotype about Korean people in media?
No. I don't think there's any stereotypes for Koreans. I mean, just for any people, there shouldn't be a stereotype because I believe that media should tell the truth all the time. So I don't think there's a stereotype for Koreans or other people.
Then, like, do you think there's any disadvantage for using media a lot?
I think not, because once again, media is for entertainment. If you're having fun from media, I think that's the whole purpose of media. So I don't think there's any disadvantages for media, at least for myself.
What?
Your eyesight is deteriorating rapidly, and I'm afraid blindness will follow.
Shit. 비싼 상황 만들어야 되는데. 뺏어. 오케이. 낼 수 있어. Shit! Fuck! Fuck this shit. Already morning.
What are you looking for?
Milk. It was here a moment ago. And
it's right there.
Where?
Right there.
Earned a day in the Chamber of Fire for tattling on your brother.
Smoking. How does a boy like that go so wrong?
Well, I live in a crummy neighborhood.
And then there was that time at the ice cream store.
Butter rum's my favorite. And remember you had an Irish coffee the day we went to see Philadelphia? I got it. That's the guy from Big. Tom Hanks, that's it. Funny guy, Tom Hanks. Everything he says is a stitch. I have AIDS.
Promise me, Peter.
Lois, honey, I promise. Not a drop of alcohol is going to touch these lips tonight.
What? What the hell is going on with my life? So, how is it?
Listen, I have something important to tell you. Your point of view is deteriorating rapidly, and I'm afraid blindness will follow. I affect you in ways you don't even realize. Do you know who I am? Do you know where I am? Ask yourself who controls your mind.
More photos are taken with the iPhone.
John Boehner's skin color
Which
really
one?
was what
Women define beauty.
in fact, he was not interested in whatever explanation.
On a rampage across the galaxy.
Statue of Liberty doesn't say, give me your...
The girl, the girls want to be tougher, the boy